we're gonna start on the monthly time frame. You wanna see from the very beginning, looking at this dinosaur icon on TradingView, the very beginning to real-time price action. We wanna see everything that's happened. We want all or as much context as possible. What we're gonna do is mark up bullish and bearish trends on this chart. Now, when we're doing top-down analysis, this is the secret sauce here. This is everything. It is making sure every trend, every point A, every point B connects to one another. So when we draw our first trend line on the chart, we're looking for the lowest point we see on the screen. Now we want our point B. Price cannot have intersected with your line. So you need to have this trend line truly holding the price up. You need lowest point you see on the screen, then second lowest point without price intersecting. Okay, for our second trend line, we're gonna use the previous point B, and now we're just looking for yet another higher low, but making sure the price doesn't intersect it, doesn't cross through. So you've got your first two trend lines drawn on your top-down analysis on the monthly time frame. And we wanna mark up bullish and bearish trends. So for our upward trend lines, we were looking for the lowest point we see on the screen. For our downward trend lines, we're looking for the highest point we see on the screen. Highest point right here, point A. Point B, same concept. We're looking for a lower high this time without price intersecting, which would be right here. I like to make my downward trend lines red and my upward trend lines green. Okay, so we've got our very first few lines drawn in our monthly time frame. This is the start of the top-down analysis. We started at the monthly, now we need to work our way down to the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, and the 1-hour. So we're gonna move from monthly to weekly, and we're gonna do the same exact process over and over again. Each trend line is gonna connect to the higher time frame. All right, now we're on the weekly time frame. So this right here was our previous point B. Previous point B is new point A. Now on this trend line, we were able to capture 1, 2, 3 touch points. We love this. Now this is all we can do in the weekly time frame. So this is your indication. When there is no more trend lines that you can draw in that time frame, that's your indication to now move down. So we're going to continue to move down. Now we are in the daily time frame, but now that we come into the daily, we can see more movement. We can see more pullbacks, which means we can come in with another trend line. So we're going to start our new trend line here, utilizing the most recent pullback or a higher low. This is as far as we can go. Now we're going to go down to the 4-hour time frame. Now we can come in even steeper. 4-hour time frame. Same process. Previous point B is new point A. This is as steep as we can go in the 4-hour time frame. So I'm a 4-hour trader. This is where I stay. Once I've done my top-down analysis, this is where I will be taking my entries.